make sure you hit record next time. You ever try to record a podcast and you got the video rolling? You're like 10 minutes into the video or into the podcast and you realize you didn't hit record on the software audio. So I'm basically talking and I'm like, man, I'm going on with these topics and sharing my music and all that, and I'm like, I didn't even hit the record button, man. What is going on? I tell you, boy, I think it comes with age. You just gotta roll with it. You just gotta roll with it, man. But yeah, we gotta get into this. Story, spirit, and essence by no other than Rob John. I want y'all all to realize that you got a story and your essence is beautiful. And also you got a purpose, a great purpose in this life. And your story is here for you to share to others so they can become great, so you can become great, so we all can become great, you know? Let's get into it. Rob John, back in the place to be. Yo, I got my mic on, my headphones right, I got my water. Oh, we rolling. We rolling. Oh yeah. Woo. So let's get it started. So listen, I'm back once again. I want to give a shout out to all the listeners out there. I want to say I greatly appreciate each and every one of you guys for all the support and all the, feedback from my podcast. So far, everything is running smooth, and thank you once again. I appreciate you. So yeah, you already know, here with the light topics, and I might speak knowledge. Welcome to the Rob John Podcast, episode 4. Let's get this show on a roll. Keep it rolling. All right, so what are we getting into? So basically, I've been in a heavy vibe of music this week. And each summer I like to create a playlist and come up with various artists and albums specifically for the summer. You ever get in that mode, for like specific seasons, and you try to create an album or come up, with music that you like for each season? Well, summertime is like a special season for me. I know it's probably like a special season for all of us. Who wants to be in snow? Really? Who wants to be in cold weather all the time? Nah, man. I like that warm weather. I like that sun grazing the skin, getting that nice skin glow, But nah, listen. I was just a few years ago I made a dope summertime playlist, on my Spotify, and it's I specifically titled it Summer. So let me pull it up and share with you what artists I got on this. So I got artists from the first track I got to start off with is called Dear Summer by Jay-Z and Memphis Bleak. It's a great track to vibe out to. Jay-Z got bars on this track right here. He opens it up. This song is basically for the summertime. The title of this, Dear Summer, that's exactly what it means. He's opening up on this track, giving you that lyrical raw flow. You know what I mean? You know how Jigga do. He rap about what he's going through. You know what I'm saying? Sharing with you that ill content. And Memphis Bleak, man. Shout out to Memphis, man. He a real artist right there. Very underrated, but Yo, we greatly appreciate you in this game, in this rap game, man. Keep doing your thing, you know. Another track, Noriega, is called I Love My Life. I remember when I heard this track, I was living in my hometown. Shout out to Troy, you know what I mean? But yeah, this track speaks a lot. It speaks volumes right here. You know what I mean? I Love My Life by Noriega. It just makes you want to reflect. It reminds you of just being on a block, you know what I mean? Chilling, but at the same time reflecting and seeing what you've been through, seeing how far you made it. And Noriega, he paints a great picture in this track right here and an ill illustration. So go check that out. It's a track by Noriega. It's called I Love My Life. And yeah, I love my life, man. And I hope y'all loving your life too, man. I'm pretty sure you is. Another song I got is Summer Nights by Little Rob. I was introduced to this track like, you know what I mean? I think it was like a couple years ago. You know how Spotify and these music platforms, all right, say for instance, it's like if you like jazz or hip hop, say if you like a jazz song, you know what I'm saying? Spotify they will pick that up and they will recommend you a certain track, you know what I mean, for you to check out. So they recommended me this track when I was bumping like a lot of hip hop tracks and so forth. So again, that's Summer Nights by Little Rob. Great throwback song, by the way. I think he got a music video for this track right here. So I'm just gonna skim through quickly. I got artists like Fabulous. It's called a song that he made. It's called Going for the Summer, featuring A Boogie. A Boogie is another young talented artist out there. Go check out his music as well. And the main song is this is by Fabulous right here. So go check that out. The beat is phenomenal, man. Really, it's something that you could bump in the whip, just chill back, you know what I mean? Windows down with the nice summer breeze coming through. Another track I got is called Feels Like Summer by Childish Gambino. Let me tell you, man, when I heard this track, I'm like, man, it's one thing when you just hear the audio of a track, but when you see the music video and the visuals that artists particularly illustrates, it's like, man. And this is one of those tracks. This track by Childish Gambino, man, this like opened up my mind more to music, man, and gave me a different perspective. Because when I seen this video, the way he explained all the events that went on in that particular year, I'm like, man. And it's like he broke down each artist, what they was going through, and he like at the same time he gave, you know, great lyrical content and the message of the song. So go check that out. It's a track called Feels Like Summer by Childish Gambino. I love this video right here. The music video is like an animation. It looks like a cartoon almost, but the way he projected it, it's just amazing. The color tones, it really feels like summer when you see this video and hear this song. Go check that out, by the way. I'm telling you, y'all gonna love it. I got another track on this summertime playlist I made, a track called Apple of My Eye featuring Raphael Sadiq. This is a track by Rick Ross, another throwback. Great track right there. Yo, Ross be doing his thing with the flow, doing his thing with the music. Another track, The Truth by Beanie Siegel. Another track by Noriega. How many of y'all remember Wings of the Morning by Method Man featuring Capleton? Let me tell you, man, when I hear Meth's music, it's like it puts you in a certain mood. It puts you in a certain vibe. You know what I mean? And this track right here sums it up. Method Man featuring Capleton. Yo, the beat is ill. It reminds you of being at like a summertime barbecue, just chilling. You know what I mean? Chilling with your homeboys, chilling with your peeps, your fam. You know what I mean? Just having a good time. Yo, the way this dude Meth flowed on this, ill, great, phenomenal, man. So go check that out. Another throwback. I got other artists like Cameron. Capone and Noriega, a track called Live On, Live Long. Another track by North, Sometimes. That's another track that you can reflect to. Nice summertime vibe right there. You could chill, know what I mean, with the windows down, nice summer breeze coming through. You know what I mean? Cruising down wherever you cruising to. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's basically it on the summertime playlist. It's too long for me to go through. I think I got at least it's getting close to 100 tracks on this summertime playlist, man. I'm gonna see if I can share this too in this podcast episode right here. But yeah, speaking of music, so I mentioned I like I created an album of the summertime playlist or whatever. But this is a segment that I want to call right now, and it's called Albums of the Summer, of this summer of 2022. So far, the albums I'm bumping this summer is Pusha T, It's Almost Dry. Great track right there. Great record right there by Pusha T. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. King Push. Y'all already know what the boy did. He demolished a certain artist. I ain't gonna say no names, but y'all know what I'm talking about. How many of y'all remember that album Daytona that came out of like 2018? But the album I'm bumping right now is It's Almost Dry. This came out this year. It came out in April the 22nd. He got like 12 songs. The runtime is like 35 minutes. Great track to bump to. The vibe too. First track is called Brambleton. Second track, Let the Smoker Shine. Let the Smoker Shine the Coops. Man, that's like a up-tempo kind of raw, rugged, in your face kind of track. This is what hip hop is all about, y'all. You know what I mean? Real lyrical bars, real lyrical content for you to get into. So shout out to Push for doing his thing on this album right here. I think another lead song he had on this album is Diet Coke. The track after that is Rock and Roll, Call My Bluff, Scrape It Off, featuring Little Uzi and Don Toliver. Hear Me Clearly by Nijo. That's the track after that. I'm telling you, the album is fire right there. So go check that out when you get a chance. And currently right now in this moment, I'm bumping an album, and it's an album by an artist named Lupe Fiasco. Let me see if I can pull up this guy's, let me not say guy. This is an MC right here. Lupe is a MC. If you want to hear someone that raps, listen to this MC Lupe Fiasco. He gets it in. I mean, listen, he really. So the album I'm bumping right now from him is called Drill Music and Zion. This is his latest album. It came out like a few days ago. In June, he got like 10 songs on it. So the first track opener is called The Lion's Den. The Lion's Den. It's spelled Dean, but when I first seen it, I'm thinking of the Lion's Den. But this is like a very poetic track. He has like some female on his track. She's getting into like a poetic vibe and making the album open up in like a poetic, lyrical kind of feel. It's a great way to start off the album. And when I tell you, when I heard the words on this track and the intro of this track, I'm like, man, yo, Lupe is on a different level, man. He really is, man. And it's really sad to say. I remember I just told someone the other day, told one of my fam, it's like I was sharing with him another, hip hop track with him or whatever. And I told him, like, listen, it's sad that rap ain't the same no more. You know what I mean? Hip hop ain't the same no more. It's not like it was how it was in the 90s. That rugged, raw, ill, you know what I mean? that real lyrical bar type music, man. Now it's all trap. It's all, you know what I mean? Even the rhythm slowed down a little bit to hip hop, man. It's like it's not like it used to be, but I mean, to each his own, man. I still give respect to the young cats out there doing anything with the music. And you just gotta go with the punches, man. You just gotta go with the flow, ride with the wave, I guess. But listen, I'm never gonna forget the foundation of hip hop. That real raw, real rap, that's where it's at. And I believe it's gonna come back. Y'all got me rhyming out here now, man. I'm about to let me see if I can make a song real quick. Might have to pull out the keyboard. Yo, bring me that keyboard, man. I'm gonna make a quick fire beat and just start flowing. Rob John Music. Go check out my website, by the way, when you get a chance. Catalog is growing a little something, a little slowly, man. Y'all know who he is. Y'all know who the boy is, Rob John. Coming through one time. But yeah, so that's my albums of the summer so far. I know Drake came out with some house album. I'm like, I can't rock with that, man. I mean, you got to really get me in the zone to rock with that album. Nah, I can't do it. It's to each his own, man. Big up to Drake anyways. He's another great artist. But I guess he wanted to try a different sound. I mean, it is what it is, though. All right, so moving on. I think Chris Brown just dropped a project. Chris Brown is another great artist. I think I was just bumping this on my Spotify as well. Let me see if I could pull it up here real quick. Yeah, it's called Breezy. I think he got like 24 songs on here. The runtime is like an hour and 20 minutes. I don't think I heard like a few tracks. I think I got to like track 4 or 5. But the first track, the first song on this album is called "Till the Wheels Fall Off," featuring Little Durk and Capella Gray, I believe. But that track right there set it off the album good. Yeah, so shout out to Chris Brown, man. He's a very talented artist as well. So I'm gonna finish playing that. Maybe I'll throw a few songs on here to my summertime playlist as well. So who's big into gaming out there? We got the PS5. That thing is so hard to get still now. I'm not even gonna sweat on that right now. I'm gonna wait till another few years, see how it do. I think, remember when the PS4 came out? I think it was the same exact thing when it was like the hype about it. It was hard to get in the beginning of the year. Few years later, easy to get. So that's what I'm gonna do with the PS5, man. Hopefully the price drops down too. I doubt it, but you know how it go. But I'm looking forward to a game called Gods of War Ragnarök. Oh man, I seen a trailer to this. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Gods of War Ragnarök. Did y'all play the Gods of War for PS4? That game is phenomenal. I think I got through like a few stages of that. The graphics is insane. Yeah, so check that out when you get a chance. Let me see. Unreal. Santa Monica Studio. That's the company name.
War is coming.
Little man got big. So Gods of War is like this character. He's like a father. If you've seen it, this guy is like a beast, man. Bald head, long beard. I remember when I rocked the beard a few years ago, down the hair. You know what I mean? That's what this reminds me of, like that Sparta mode. This is Sparta. Nah, let me stop. But listen, man, that's what that reminds me of. It's like some ancient Aztec. It has like an ancient Aztec kind of feel. You know what I mean? Like Gods of War, man. This is a great game right here. Finish playing this real quick. So yeah, when I said he's a father, and I remember in the first God of War game on a PS4, the boy was little. I think he was like, I want to say like around 10 or 12, but right here it looks like more in his late teenage phase. So yeah, man, I'm hyped about this, y'all. Gods of War Ragnarok. Saying it's going to be out in this year of 2022. Waiting for the announcement to drop so they can release that. But yeah, this game is crazy, man. It's like he's going into these different worlds, fighting all these, creatures, and going through like landscapes of forests, dark caves, and just going through these, old rugged mansions, and fighting all these goblins or whatever. But man, go check this game out when you get a chance. If you got the PS4, go get the God of War and play this. It's going to change your whole perspective of gaming, let me tell you, man, because the graphics is insane, man. So yeah, God of War, great game right there. So, and other things that I've been hearing lately, I'm hearing this term New World Order lately again. I remember online checking on my Twitter, and you know how you go through your trending topics on Twitter. So I'm going through my timeline and I think Biden was trending, and there was a video segment of him. He's giving a speech, and all of a sudden he mentions New World Order. So I'm noticing that term has been brought up a lot lately. And in the time that we're living in right now, I won't be surprised that what the government is trying to do, what the government is trying to achieve, and trying to bring out this new world order. So, be very cautious in this time, and pay attention to what's going on. I mean, they're already trying to do away with, cash money. Everything's being put on cards now, and these smartphones. I noticed at the store they got all these machines now. All you have to do is scan your phone, and it could pull up, what you brought, and it can, make you purchase that particular item right on your phone. I remember growing up, coming from the food stamp era, that was a hard time enough. And just reflecting back, like, man, going through that era of food stamps and, actually using paper money, and now they're doing away with that stuff. It's slowly starting to fade away. So, pay attention, watch what's happening in your surroundings, man. I'm telling you, the government is. There was another segment I seen. It was like some lady giving a speech, and she was mentioning the New World Order. So I'm trying to. I'm like, hold up, man. Why is this term New World Order being mentioned now all of a sudden? It's being mentioned more and more, a lot lately. If you read the Bible, that's been prophesied that these things are going to happen in these days and times. So pay attention. You know, I noticed they were saying there's going to be probably like a food shortage going on. And I remember I think it was in 2020 when the whole Corona thing went down. Remember, there was a big shortage of toilet paper. So certain things like that, those kind of products, and these shortages happening. So that's just crazy how this world is going right now. We see so many things that's going on, and man, it's just crazy. Yeah, so like I said, pay attention, be observant, and just watch what's going on. Make sure let's make sure we have our things in order in our lives. You know, save things for a rainy day, like food and whatnot. Because you never know what's going to happen and what this government is trying to do and trying to decline our livelihood. So again, pay attention, keep your eyes open. And yeah. But how's everyone been doing? I hope everyone is well so far. Got great weather outside again. I reached up to like 90 something today, so I was hyped about that. And yeah, so I want to give a shout out to all the listeners out there again. Thank you again for your support. It's been a great journey so far in this podcast adventure. This is episode 4. You're now tuned in with Rob John, the Rob Pod. You can go check out my channel on YouTube. It's called the Rob Pod. You can go subscribe to that. So I'm going to basically be dropping these weekly. So the audio I'm going to be dropping like on Thursday at 9 a.m. So tune in every Thursday. That's going to be released on Spotify and also on Anchor. That's what I'm using to create these podcasts. And shout out to Anchor for, helping us to have a voice and to have a platform. So I'm going to be dropping the audio every Thursday at 9 a.m. It's going to be on Spotify and Anchor. And on Saturday at 11 a.m., there's going to be a video version. And I'm going to be dropping that also at 11 a.m. And that's going to be on my YouTube channel titled The Rob Pod. That's TheRobPod, The Rob Pod. So if you like the content, go and subscribe, And once again, I want to give a shout out to all the listeners out there. Share with me what you guys are listening to. I remember earlier in this podcast episode, I created a great summertime playlist. Share with me what y'all listening to. You know what I'm saying? I always like to have open ears of what other people's listening to. I'm a big music head. So share with me your, artists that you like, songs that you like, albums or whatever. Leave it in the comments of this podcast right here. So yeah, big shout out to you guys once again. You guys be safe. Be careful. Once again, this is the Rob John Podcast, episode 4, and I am signing out. Peace.